One place you can't watch Netflix, so this isn't even a problem, is on your Nintendo Switch. I absolutely adore this funny, weird, clever little system. There are so many different games on it. There's so many different sort of like weird configurations. I actually had like a dad on a plane tap my shoulder and be like, what is that?
Why'd you rip parts of your toy off?
Yeah, because he saw me holding it, and then he saw me put it in kickstand mode, and then put the controllers into the like all this kind of stuff. So we're all finding out that there's different ways to play games on the Nintendo Switch constantly. There's all these indie games are getting ported here all the time. We just got a game called Severed. We found out something in the office recently, and just sort of put our heads together on this one. But Severed is a touchscreen game. It is a touchscreen only game. Maybe you played it on your phone or your Vita or even your Wii U. But on the Nintendo Switch, you can only play it in handheld mode. If you try to plug it into your TV, it doesn't work because, you know, all the combat is swipe-based, as you can see right here. Severed is actually one of several games on the Nintendo Switch that you can only play in handheld mode. If you plug these into your TV, they straight up will not work. Severed is a really cool game. It's from Drinkbox Studios, the creators of Guacamelee. Not exactly, I don't think it reaches the heights of Guacamelee. Here's a very old trailer, obviously, for the Wii U version. Remember when we used to play games on that thing?
When you played it on the Wii U, you controlled everything through the screen, but would it still show up on your TV?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
So kind of different story.
So in a weird
there.
way, this is almost like a step backwards for the Switch version.
Yeah. Now, the cool thing is the Nintendo Switch is a handheld, so we did know for a while that we would be seeing games like this. But the problem with Severed is that it's not really screaming in your face on the eShop that this is the case. Some other games are though, so just look out for that. But I thought we'd go through a quick list. So starting with Severed, that's a game you absolutely cannot play on your TV. There's also a game called Vaos, or Vaos. I'm not sure how to say it. It's Japanese. It's a rhythm game. It's a port of an iOS game. And it's all touch-based, right? It's sort of like these falling shapes, and you have to hit them in synchronicity with the music and make all of these people who work in this cool guitar shop happy, I think.
That's a bakery.
And there's a lot going on here. So anyway, there's all this music you can download. There's like free DLC. It's $25. It's a cool package. Again, will not work on your TV. So that's just like a very interesting thing that this is happening now. I don't know if we'll start seeing docked-only games, but here's some example of gameplay for Vaos. It's really like simplistic and interesting looking, but it's the kind of thing when you plug in headphones, you probably get pretty lost into it. Another one is a game called Plantera, which has nothing to do with the band. I thought it did for a moment. But this is a really, really weird game. It's kind of one of those like passive games that goes on when you're not playing it. There's all these like kind of cookie clicker style games happening now, and of course because the Nintendo Switch has a lot of mobile DNA in it, people are porting stuff to it. So you get these weird chunky horses and oversized cows.
I don't like these sick animals.
And you click on these trees and all these other things, and you build out this forest that drops loot, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. There's really no end to this game. It's just sort of one of those sort of like kind of growing simulators. It's like $5. There's not a lot to it, but if you just want something that like you can kind of tap away at and then come back to later and check up on, I guess this is for you. It makes no sense and it's garish, but maybe this is your jam. Again, can't play this on your TV. So if you want to see that wolf and that fox and whatever that pink like turd bunny thing is down there.
Yeah, you could always just tweet at the developers and be like, hey, I need some real sick farmyard animals on my TV.
Yep. You can.
Remaster it for 4K.
You cannot. You won't be able to do that. You can only touch it. So next up is a game called Cubist Paint, which sounds like Cuban paint, which sounds like someone's painting graffiti outside of the Cuban Day Parade or something like that.
Cubism, you weirdo.
No, I'm going with Cubist Paint.
All right, fine.
So this is another touchscreen game. This is actually this is a different one. You guys are running the wrong trailer right now. Well, we'll talk about this one then. This is Touch Battle Tank SP, a touchscreen game. It's only available in Japan right now. So you kind of like drag and touch your tank, put them on different movements here, and take out enemies. So pretty simplistic arcade game based on the old game Tanks. Again, can't play it on your TV. Your Nintendo Switch will not let you.
Was this a Wii U or a mobile port?
I'm not sure
or
about
just
this
like
one,
a new
actually.
game from the
It
ground
feels
up?
like it. There's a lot of like just very quirky little games like this happening right now. But yeah, it's got multiplayer stuff, which is cool, but I guess you need a bunch of touchscreens for that one too.
Yeah, well, luckily it's 2017 and we all have a bunch of touchscreens.
Yeah, and I don't know if we have a trailer for Cubist Paint, but yeah, it's about what you think it is. It's a sort of like this block-based game. You chip away, unlock these like little weird Cubist paintings or characters. Here they are, and then you can paint them and then drop them in weird places, like this bench or this forest. Huh. That's great. But again, can't play it on your TV. And you can type that word like sculpted.
Sculpt.
So yeah, that's 5 games for the Nintendo Switch that you cannot play on your TV. You can only play them in handheld mode. There it is.
Yeah, if you think this is a deal breaker for the Nintendo Switch and proof that it is a weak system, sound off in the comments below. Or, you know, if you enjoy Nintendo Switch because it's a fun system that has lots of games, then
there it is.
Carry on.
Thanks for watching our video about Nintendo Switch games. Maybe you want to keep them a secret. Well, you should get the Nintendo Switch privacy screen, you weird dude. Check out this video. And after that, check out our video about the Game Boy Classic, a fake thing we wish existed. Video games, you play them with hands, and then you go outside and leave.